Alright, now, did you know that the first person that was executed in America, and that's according to antideathpenalty.org, the first person to be executed in America was hanged for spying for the Spanish government in 1608. Hanged for spying. Don't we think that's a little excessive? This is the exact reason why I'm going to talk about and try to persuade against the death penalty. Now, currently there are 37 states that still have the death penalty. Now, some of these capital punishment methods are, you have lethal gas, you have electrocution, lethal injection, firing squad, and of course there is still hanging. Now, I personally think this is pretty brutal, and there are some states that still use these methods. Let's take Idaho, Oklahoma, still firing squad. Now, another state, Utah, which is the home state of my esteemed camera person here, used to have the firing squad, but it was eliminated. But if the person that was on death row was put there before the firing squad was eliminated, they can still choose to use the firing squad. Now, should I say that again? They can choose to use the firing squad. You can choose your own method of death. I just don't get it. Now, we have Delaware, New Hampshire, and Washington who still have hanging. Didn't we lose this back in the 1800s? That's what I thought. Apparently not. Now, and these all came from a site that I looked up called clarkprosecutor.org. Now, some of the reasons that I feel that the death penalty should be gotten rid of is, one, there's a lot of innocent people that are on death row. Since 1976, 82 people have been freed for being wrongfully accused. Now, out of those, well, it basically means one person out of, what's that, one inmate wrongly accused for every 7 that are executed. Those numbers are a little tight right there. Now, another reason is the death penalty is not a deterrent. Crime rate has not gone down. Right here in the United States, the murder rate is 6 times that of Britain and 5 times of Australia. Let's take our good old Lone Star state of Texas, which is a death penalty state. They have twice the murder rate of Wisconsin, who has no death penalty. You do the math on that one. Now, I prefer life in prison. Life in prison guarantees you have no future crimes on society. Absolutely none. Life in prison means you don't have the freedom to do anything. You're told when you have to get up. You're told when you have to go to sleep. On death row, you may get 1 hour a day outside of your cell. Everything, I mean, sure, you may get an education while you're in there, but what are you going to do with that education behind bars for life? It gives you every day to think about the crime you committed. As far as I'm concerned, the death penalty is just an easy way out. And you know, some religions, it's actually against their religion for the death penalty. Catholics, Amish, Quaker, Mennonite, and Presbyterian. All against their religion. I'm Catholic, so I don't have to worry about that. Now, according to the ACLU, and that's the American Civil Liberties Union, when the government metes out vengeance disguised as justice, it becomes complicit with killers in devaluing human life and human dignity. Now, in a nutshell, you're not going to rape a rapist, and you're not going to burn down the house of an arsonist. So why kill someone who's killed? Now, 12 years ago, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled execution of mentally retarded offenders unconstitutional. Only 12 years ago. And that was according to deathpenalty.org. 12 years. That's it. And that was Atkins versus Virginia. And that vote was still 6-3. 6-3. Tell me how constitutional is that? I'll wait. That's what I thought. Now, to sum it up, I'd like to quote the former governor of New York, Mario Cuomo. And this was from an article in the New York Daily News. People have a right to demand a civilized level of law and peace. They have a right to expect it. And when at times it appears to them that a murder has been flagrant, it's not surprising that the public anger is great and demands good psychic satisfaction. Now, bottom line on that, it is wrong and unconstitutional to kill someone who has killed to prove that killing is wrong.